Good morning from rural Montana. It's just a little past 7 in the morning. We're just above freezing, a few degrees, so it's not too cold this morning. It should be a decent day today. It looks a little black out that way, but not too bad. Good day for a road trip anyway with the Cybertruck. And yeah, we already got, well, it's a ranch truck, I guess. We got straw all over the place. We got 2 cages in here under the tarp. We're going to pick up pigs. Unfortunately, the tonneau cover does not close over the cages, so we had to wrap them up, so those pigs are not going to be out in the wind and freezing. But yes, we're putting this truck to work. It's gotta earn its keep here, so just like any truck we have, they gotta be used, they gotta work. Yeah, we're still charging. It's started charging at 3 a.m. so we were at 70%. I would have thought we would reach 100%, but I'm not sure where we're at. About an hour ago when I looked, it still showed over an hour to go, and it was just about 92%. So I don't know, it takes quite a bit longer than I expected, but that's okay. So for today, well, yeah, we're going to pick up 2 piglets, and there will be 3 of us. My wife is already in the truck. We'll go pick up her dad about 20 miles from here at the Y at the truck stop, and we'll also pick up his dog. So we do have another cage with us, and that is in here, and that fits perfect in here. We got the dog cage, and there's still a seat down on the other side. So, and we just have this one folded up, and because the doors open 90 degrees, we were easily able to get this cage in there. So let's unplug and then we'll get into the truck here. There we go. And I guess back here the lights are just on whenever the tonneau cover is open. I was looking for a mode or for a way to turn them on with the cover closed and didn't find one. And there's also, I didn't see a way to turn them off with the cover partially open or all the way open. It seemed like it's there's just an auto mode and you can't do anything. So anyway, let's get in here and look at some of the stats real quick, and then we'll get going. Okay, we're up to 99%, so that's a good thing. And let's go to the trips real quick. So I did reset the trip 8. That will be our total today. And then the current drive is reset, and since last charge is reset, since we just charged right now here. Okay, according to the navigation here, we should get to Butte by 9:38 a.m. It's actually already 7:24 here. Shows 44 degrees. So 9:38 a.m., about just over 2 hours, 150 miles. We should get there with 28%. And we can't really go by what it forecasts here in regards to charging time. It says 15 minutes, and that will get us to the pig farm with 16%, but then we couldn't get back to the charger. So we need to charge either more in Butte or add an additional stop in Bozeman, so that we can make it from Livingston back to Bozeman at least. So we'll see how that goes, but we'll play that by ear as we're driving. Chances are we get stuck in Butte a little longer than 15 minutes anyway if we have coffee there. So, well, let's get going. again. No wind today. Well, whenever you see that, you know we're in Butte. And so there is a new supercharger out in Rocker a few miles before here. That's a 250, but it routed us here, which is fine because we need a break anyway, bathroom break, coffee break. So we got a little time. And we got here with 23%. It estimated 28, so we're only 5% lower. There was some wind on the way here. That may be the cause, because the cause for being lower here. So now here we are currently estimating minus 14% arrival in Livingston, 112 miles from here. Another 2-hour drive, so we got about 2 hours in. So at this point here, we can either charge enough that we can make it to Livingston and back to at least Bozeman, and that's probably kind of what we're doing. I don't know, we'll see. We'll put some charge in, we'll see how this goes with bathroom break. Actually, my wife needed a bathroom break already 20 miles out. So again, yeah, these EVs go longer than people do. So we'll see how long this goes. We're kind of playing that by ear because, yeah, we're just taking a bathroom break, go get some coffee, relax a little bit, and then we keep on going. And depending on how much we got during that time, how much charge we got, we'll see if we maybe add a little bit in Bozeman or in Belgrade. Actually, there's a new supercharger in Belgrade that may be even easier to get to off the interstate than the actual Bozeman supercharger that's been there for quite some time. So, but now it's time to plug in, and I gotta check on the load back here real quick, but I didn't hear anything flap. The drive was super nice. The vehicle drives really nice. It drives really straight. So it's yeah, even though that I have to steer because we don't have FSD, the TAC, the traffic aware cruise control, works wonderful. Turn signal cancellation here works nice, which is pretty cool. So yeah, pretty happy at this point. So well, let's plug in. It says 20 minutes before we can continue, but like I said, we're probably going to be a little bit slower. My wife's on the phone, my father-in-law's on the phone, and we still need to go to the bathroom and haven't had coffee yet, but well, at least we're going here. 141 kilowatts, that is not bad. This is maxing out the charger here almost. This is a 150 kilowatt charger. It did precondition about 15 miles out, so it should be at perfect temperature for this here. So well, now it's time for coffee. All right, we're ready to go. It's been saying here enough charge to continue for a few minutes now. 1 hour to charge limit, which is set to 100%. We don't want to go there. It reminded us we could play games, but we didn't have time to play games. So right now it says here arrival with 30% in Livingston. That may not be quite enough to make it back to Bozeman. So we'll see. Maybe we'll stop in Bozeman real quick and add on a little more. We'll see where we're at once we get there. If we got enough to make it back to Bozeman, maybe we stop on the way back. arrived in Belgrade at the Supercharger. We still have 46%. Livingston said arrival 35, so that would be only 10%. So we probably could have made it to Livingston and back here, but guess what? Well, we needed a bathroom break. Father-in-law has to go to the bathroom. As I always say, people keep telling me electric cars don't go far enough. Well, guess what? They go further than people do. So, since we needed a bathroom break, we pulled over here, and during the bathroom break, we'll add probably plenty of charge to definitely make it back here or even back to Butte from Livingston. It warmed up nicely. We are at 68 degrees here. It's 11:12. Yeah, and we're at 46%. So, well, we better get plugged in. So, one thing I'd like to point out is here, the parking spots are marked with the chargers being in the middle of the spot. And as you can see, I'm quite a ways over. I'm over into the other spot here, right there. Not that it matters, there's nobody here. But, well, yeah, this is kind of a common issue with the markings, and I've seen many supercharger places, superchargers where they move the lines later. It just doesn't line up like this. If I bring the truck way over here, I don't think this cord would reach. Right now it reaches real easy, but if I move the truck in the proper spot, probably it would not. Another nice thing right here is, look at this. Oh, well, other than that, the thing is broken here. But at least they provide, there's garbage, paper towel, and there's windshield washer. Oh, here we got a good stick here to wash the windshield here. It desperately needs it. But yeah, we're doing good. And well, by the way, this is a prefab supercharger, as you can see. They sit on this slab. You'll see these diamond plates right behind the supercharger. And then the power cabinet here sits in the middle, and then you have two more on the other side. That is prefab, and then there's another prefab over here, and this is the official connection between the two, this black one here with the diamond plate on it. So this is a prefab setup. Usually doesn't take long to put those up. And oh, here we got more garbage, so really nice here. Good location here, right off the interstate too. Super easy to get to. So yeah, all right, well, since we got a windshield cleaner thing over there, I better get on this windshield here because it's pretty nasty. We're already up to 71% here. It goes really quick. My wife's still on the phone out there. We need to get going. We gotta go get pigs in Livingston. So let's get this thing unplugged and off we go. Okay, we should get to Livingston's with 57%, so we got definitely plenty to make it back here. Maybe even back to Butte, depending on what we do. Somewhere, I guess. Now it's 11:30, we may have lunch, huh? So, well, I better put my seat belt on so the automatic shifting works. It's freaking amazing. right, we just had lunch here in Livingston and now we need to get going. We got 52% left, and when I put home in, it says stay below 70 to make it to Butte. But there is a charging option in Bozeman as well as Belgrade, so we'll probably stop in there real quick because we don't want to stay below 70 and then only get to Butte with 3%. So we'll do a quick stop, 5 or 10 minutes in probably Belgrade, I would assume. So we're back in Belgrade at this cool stop here with the Supercharger that has garbages and windshield washy stuff. 34% here. It says Supercharger 1 hour to continue trip. So when we left, it wanted to go to Butte, but we were supposed to go slow. Well, I didn't go slow. Then it said, oh, you gotta go even slower. It said then 65 or 60 or whatever. Eventually it showed red and said you can't make it there. Well, okay, I can't make it to Butte, but there was Bozeman and Belgrade in between. But the thing never really switched. Why not? Well, there's an algorithm. Who put the algorithm in? Well, people. People make mistakes. People don't know. People do whatever people do, right? So the algorithm did what it was told to do, basically how it was programmed, and it didn't switch. But we knew the charger is here. We can always look at chargers. You can just tap the screen and you get this bar popping up, and then you can hit this lightning bolt, and then there's all the chargers. So sometimes the car doesn't tell you the truth because it was lied to by the people. So we're here, and well, again, not just for charging. As soon as I pulled in, it was like, oh yeah, I need to go bathroom. So here we go again. We don't have to charge here very long because we don't want to do an hour. We don't want to make it from here to home. We can make it from here to Butte, and then in Butte, that's about another hour something to Butte. We probably need to go to the bathroom anyway again, or walk around a little bit, because yeah, sitting in a car all day long can be a little tough, so walking around helps. So yeah, I'm gonna plug in now and we'll see if we get about 10-15 minutes here, and then off we go. I don't know how much we get, it doesn't really matter. We'll get enough to make it to Butte, and that's all that matters. So let's get charging. So it says an hour and 20 minutes remaining to continue trip, based on driving what, all the way home probably. So we're getting 200 what, 225. Well, we're doing pretty good right there. Yeah, we got 225. We get over 200 kilowatts, so not doing too bad. We'll let this go. Like I said, the other two already ran off here. I'm by myself. They ran off to the bathroom already. I gotta go to real quick. Since we had lunch and they're filled up pretty good, maybe need a coffee. So yeah, the stop is needed anyway, so yep. But so far we're doing great. The truck runs great, loving it, and that's all that matters. And in no time we got 60% here, coffee, dessert, and well, we're ready to go again towards Butte. And let's see here now, it says Butte, 20% arrival there, so no big deal, we'll get there. This time, so we're not in the same place as this morning here. We're at the new Supercharger here. We still consider that Butte, but it's actually Rocker out by the truck stops. And well, currently it tells us we will get home with minus 42%, so we should probably add at least another 42% to make it home. So, well, let's get plugged in. So it tells us here 35 minutes remaining to continue the trip. And that is if we make it all the way home. We still could stop in Missoula if we wanted to. And let's see here, 190, 216, 230, 244, 255. So we're doing pretty good here charging speed wise at 19%. Today we've been going so far 386 miles and we used 213 kilowatt hours, and we did average 554 watt hours per mile, and that is with the tonneau cover more or less open. So, well, we'll spend here, well, 25 to 35 minutes or so, I guess, and then we'll hit the road again. Here are our two piggies that we picked up. They're getting a little break here too at the charger. We got some water here for them. They don't necessarily need to drink, but we need to keep them cool, so we poured some water over them. And so now it's time to put the tarp back over and strap the cages in, and then off we go. All right, the piggies are packed up again. We just need to unplug and get going here. And we are up to 81%. And it tells us we got enough energy to continue the trip. We knew that already. 2 hours 5 minutes to get home. It says 144 miles. We should be there at 7:26. It is 5:21 and 70 degrees out. Looks familiar, Rivian. Model 3. And this is the truck we're trying to replace. We can't quite completely replace it with this one here, but definitely 2 years ago with the same trip with the diesel truck, and so this year we did it with this, no problem. Well, we're back home. We made it with 18%. It is now 7:26, 65 degrees, so it was a beautiful day. Let's see here what we do today. We did, there we go, 529 miles today. Let's get this over here, bottle is in the way. There we go, 287 kilowatt hours used, and we averaged 542 watt hours per mile. Since last charge we had 512, and that is because we were basically coming downhill from Butte. So the average is higher for the whole trip because we had the uphill getting to Butte. That brings it up quite a bit. And then coming back from Butte is a lot lower. So that brought the average, or the average for the trip back is lower. So this is pretty high going to Butte. It's just an uphill battle. But yeah, we did a few miles today. And the odometer is now up to 1,318, so we're making some, we're doing some miles here. So, yeah, it was a cool trip, and my daughter is unloading the pigs right now back there. We gotta plug the truck in, and yeah, get the pigs unloaded and settled. That's the most important part now. Truck has performed good. I noticed there is some vibration on this driver's door panel here, and it seemed to get worse on the drive home. I don't know, it feels like sometimes with the wind, like air is catching it more, but it kind of rattles. Not 100% sure what's going on, so we need to check into that. Maybe that may be an issue there that needs to be addressed. So, but yeah, we made it. That's the most important part, and everything went fine. The truck is super fun to drive. Everybody is turning their heads around, bringing their cell phones out, taking pictures. A lot of people ask, very nice people, they always ask to take pictures, and obviously we allow them to. If they want to look inside, certainly we let them. We had good conversation at the Rocker supercharging station there with a couple other Tesla people. So yeah, it's lots of fun to drive this, and I would say this trip was a success. Putting over 500 miles on in a day, no problem. Yeah, so the truck can do it, no big deal. The tonneau cover was mostly open, so we could possibly have gotten even better fuel consumption with the tonneau cover closed, but heck, we done pretty good so far. So yeah, well, this is it for this video. Gotta go take care of those pigs now. We gotta get them up into the pig barn where we have a big sow from 2 years ago, and we gotta get those two little guys up there and get them settled in. So, well, in any event, make sure you're subscribed to our channel so you don't miss out on any of the future videos. Hit the notification bell, right? Give us a thumbs up for this video and all the other videos we have. Go look at our other videos. We have lots of road trip videos with lots of great information in it. We've been talking to a lot of people, and people are always afraid of road tripping. We have lots of road trip videos that show you how to do it, not just with a Tesla. We have the 2013 Tesla Model S, we have the 2018 Model 3. Now we have this one here. We also have Chevy Bolt DUV road trip videos, so go check them out because there's always a lot of question. Also, cold weather, winter time driving is always a question. We have tons of videos with all these cars as well, not with the Cybertruck yet, just got it. So next winter, you just make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the winter driving videos with the Cybertruck and the Rivian over there, right? So this will be coming all next winter. So also go down below in the description and hit the link to our Redbubble store. Maybe you'll find something you like there. Also, if you're buying a Tesla product of any sorts, please use our referral code that's down below in the description. In any event, thank you for watching. Goodbye.
That one's a talker.
That's the boy.
Yeah.
And the other one is still quiet.
Yeah, she talked a little bit.
She was a little hot earlier and panting, but now she seems to be fine.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get him out and get him up the hill.